Good morning, Kansas City. Ben Fetzer, FreshStart Restoration. It's a beautiful Saturday morning here. I just want to do a quick video about something that I've been thinking about. Not so much related to mold, more related to organizing your life and organizing your basement space. I've done some videos about how to maintain your basement when you can't really stop the water, how to get some shelving that's conducive for a basement that gets wet periodically, and low maintenance type stuff. Today I want to talk about more just very basic clutter and clutter reduction. Really common thing in the United States of America, where we have so much stuff and we accumulate so much stuff. And if you're not proactively trying to get rid of stuff, the next thing you know, you have nowhere to walk and your basement is full of stuff and you're maxed out on space. Then if you do have the event that water gets into the basement, well, now you have a bunch of contaminated stuff. So my appeal to everyone out there who's got a basement with a few things that are stored in it is to consider the big picture as far as your stuff. I watched a video a while back called Minimalist. It's a couple of guys that live on like basically nothing. They have 4 or 5 pairs of jeans, a couple pairs of shoes, 1 computer, and they live in like a 10 by 10 apartment. Kind of an interesting idea, being a minimalist, but I think it's intriguing to at least consider having less stuff in your life, because everything that you own becomes your responsibility and you ultimately worry about it. All the stuff you have, you've got to do something with. Store it, clean it, replace it, etc., etc. So it makes some sense to simply have less stuff, especially in the areas where you're just storing furniture or whatever you store. So anyway, you can always organize with good shelving systems that are off the ground. I just came from a house that actually had steel shelving with large casters, so they can move this whole heavy-duty shelf around. That's a great idea. You could make those out of wood and just put some big casters on the bottom, and then you have a nice maneuverable shelf that you can put anywhere you want, and you can move it in a pinch if something's going on, like you gotta do some construction or renovation work. You need to move your stored items somewhere quickly. So anyway, that's a good idea to have some shelves with wheels that are heavy duty, but less stuff is a good idea. That's my appeal today, is consider starting to get rid of items that you have accumulated, especially if you're going to sell your house in the next 10 years. Don't wait until 9.5 years and you're serious about selling your house and you got the whole thing to do all at once. I would bite it off a bite at a time and spread it out over a few years, where you begin to get rid of things, give things away, sell stuff that you might be wanting to sell, donate things that you want to sell, dispose of stuff that just doesn't have any value anymore. But beginning that process, thinking out 5, 10, 15 years, maybe even further, is a good idea. Super good idea. It'll be less painful then if you start to go through some stuff now and minimize how many items there are in your basement, so that when you are getting close to being ready to move, it's a lot easier process. So that's all I'm saying. I think it would be helpful as some people, probably almost all people, just having less stuff down in your basement. And that's it. moldkansascity.com. I'm Ben Fetzer with FreshStart Restoration. Hope you have a great weekend.